Hi, I'm Kelly English, and I am here with my favorite piece of cooking equipment, this Santa Maria grill from Ash and Ember. If you want to cook like a chef at home, you can't live without this thing. It is heavy duty and it's adjustable in every single way. Let me show you a little bit about it. Now, first off, you can burn great wood in here. I like to use wood in this grill. You can use charcoal too, but this thing is built for a nice wood fire. We've got an adjustable grill top right here that I'm gonna get back to in just a second, but we also have these adjustable doors that you can let in oxygen to make your fire bigger, close it up to make it dampen down a little bit, and it's got these nice spring-loaded outsides so they don't get hot. I'm gonna leave these open because I want my fire hot right now. It's got this really cool adjustable lever right here that you can move your grill up and down, and that comes in really handy. So right now, I'm gonna put it all the way down, and I'm gonna use this guy to set it closed, all right? So it won't move. It's gonna get really hot, and it's gonna let me put on sear marks like you'd see in a restaurant. And then after I start doing that, I'm gonna bring it up away from the fire so we don't burn. We get a nice internal temperature, but we've got that outside done like only you can get in a restaurant or with this guy. The Santa Maria is a badass grill, and if you have a badass grill, you deserve some badass cuts of meat. We have a couple of tomahawk steaks right here. That's a ribeye with a bone in it. And we've got some New York strips that we're gonna cook on there. Now, we are gonna season this deeply, okay? You get one shot at seasoning a steak, and it's only on the outside. So don't be scared of it. We talked about earlier that if you wanna cook like a chef, you get this grill. If you wanna cook like a chef, you gotta season your meat the way a chef would, and that is aggressively. We're gonna season the front, the back, the top, the bottom. We're gonna eat all sides. We're gonna get all the way up to the bone here. I'm gonna let that sit. We're gonna season our other one right here. Now these are 38-ounce tomahawk steaks. So it feeds like 1.5 of me. What I love about tomahawks and ribeyes in general is their fat content. And what I love about New York strips in general is the different type of fat content they have. So a New York strip is much easier to grill and slice and split. When I eat a ribeye or a tomahawk, I don't want to split with anybody because every part is a little bit different. We've got all these guys seasoned with plenty of salt. Don't be scared of it. We're going to come back. We're gonna hit it with some freshly ground pepper as we get it ready to get these guys on the grill. We're gonna hit our New York strips with a little bit of pepper now. And look, as you'll see, I'm putting salt and pepper on this stuff. The Santa Maria grill, when you can cook with wood and great meat, doesn't need much else. When you go to restaurants, we don't have all these like Worcestershires and different things really that we put on steaks. We rely on skill, on flavor, and on seasoning. And that's all you need, especially when you're talking about grilling steak. The last thing that you really want to do is put something wet on it, because then instead of grilling something, you're steaming it. And with the amount of firepower this thing puts out, you'll make a lot of steam, and you don't want that. I've got some big seasoned steaks. I've got some tongs, and I got my grill. And with this setup, that's all you need. I mentioned earlier, I've got this adjustable grill all the way down right next to my fire, okay? That is going to let me put amazing sear marks on it, ones that you would expect if you came to eat with me in my restaurant. So let's go with the tomahawks first, okay? I'm going to look for the hottest part of my grill to put this down on, okay? I'm going to go just like that. We're going to go again, just like that. And then I've got these New York strips. I'm going to find not the hottest part, because look at how different size these are. I'm going to put it right over here. I'm going to put this guy right over here. And I'm going to let him sear for just a minute. I'm going to move this guy away just a little bit, okay? Just like so. The great thing about this grill is that you're in control of every single aspect of the way you cook. I'm gonna take these bad boys and I'm just gonna put, we've got some nice grill marks going there. But if we're cooking like pros, we're cooking like pros. And we're gonna put some nice, what we call cross hatch marks on these guys. Just like that. And I'm telling you, this grill is gonna put me out of business. One of the things that as a professional chef I really appreciate about this specific setup is the grill is a little bit tilted, comes kind of towards you a little bit, which gives you even more control over it. And it's got this really, really cool drip pan to where the grease that rolls down it doesn't get into your fire, which prevents a couple things. Flare-ups and some messy cleanup. It's all right there ready to take care of. I legit feel like I'm standing in front of my grill station at my restaurant. When I get right in front of it, I almost feel like I should be reaching for the things that I know are already there at the restaurant. It's really great. I think we've got some really nice, what we call crosshatch marks, X's, on especially these New York strips. So we're gonna go ahead and flip these guys up, turn these guys over. We're gonna check these big bad boys too. See where we're at. Oh yes. Perfect. It smells like a steakhouse, and we're not even inside right now. I'm gonna drop it back down just for another couple seconds to heat that grill back up. Normally when you're cooking on other grills, you've really got to wait for things to turn to coal, or to, you've really got to wait for things to turn to glowing hot and no fire. This fire adds so much flavor to it, and you can see that there's a lot of fire right here and not as much right here. No big deal. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna give this guy a rest over here and bring him over to where it is. Because the more fire, the more heat, the more flavor. Pro tip for a tomahawk steak, if you really want to be a chef, one of the things that it does with this bone that's been Frenched, in the kitchen, what we call this is a snack. And nobody has to know about it. So we have two smaller steaks, these are a pound, and we have two bigger steaks, these are like 2.5 pounds. Obviously, we need to take a lot longer to cook the inside of these two than these two. Another thing that the Santa Maria grill offers you is space to move these around. So I want to get these to a cooler side of the grill. I'm going to go ahead and move these to a warmer side of the grill. Oops. So these can finish at the right time, and these can cook all the way on the inside. Our steaks are done. Let's check them out. I'm going to pull these strips off first. It's going to be perfect. Our tomahawks are ready to come off the grill. I'm going to grab these guys and I'm going to let them rest. Probably about 10-12 minutes over here on our cutting board. Afterwards, we're going to carve these up, see where we're at. Tomahawk cut ribeyes are right off the grill. They've been resting. How could you not want that? First thing we're going to do is take this guy off the bone. Okay, I'm going to cut that right down just that way, so I retain every part of what a ribeye is known for. We talked about snacks earlier. I won't tell you what happens with that. But let's cut into this. So you've got several different parts of what is known as a ribeye. You've got this outside beautiful area that could be called a spinalis. You've got the eye, and you got this big piece of fat in the middle. I like that part too. But I'm going to slice this up. And boy, this looks perfect. You can taste the ash, you can taste the ember, you can taste the meat. It is delicious.